Really? After I hit record, you guys start
you
laughing.
just hit record? I thought you were. I was going to get it before you got it.
And here's the thing. I'm not going to edit this out.
Thanks a lot.
Welcome to Woodshop 101.
Welcome to Woodshop 101, where everything is made up and the points don't matter. Now meet the yin and yang of woodworking and the lady that keeps them in line, Jeremy, Drew, and Sam.
There we go. Welcome to episode 78. Tonight we're going to talk about our favorite shop projects and why. We're joined tonight by our guest, Sam Wooddell from Sam Ryan Designs. What's going on, Sam?
She has a bit of a drinking problem.
Yeah. Hi, everyone.
I feel like we've been talking to you quite a bit tonight. Huh.
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
Been fun.
Tired of this one. It's like, hurry up. I want to go to bed.
Why did I agree to do this show? Notice we don't have many guests on the second time because they generally turn us down. So
I'll come on again and again. You guys can ask me anytime. Totally.
Oh, we made a good impression on her. I remember when this first started, you're like, I'm super nervous.
I know. I don't know what to say.
I'm not going to turn on the camera. My hair is messed up.
Should I turn on the camera?
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know.
For those of y'all that don't know, last week when she came on, we sat for, 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes trying to convince her to turn her camera on. And she's like, nope, I'm good. My hair's all crazy.
Well, I thought it wasn't. I thought we weren't supposed to have it on.
She asked us, she said, can you guys see me and hear me? And we're like, we can hear you, we just can't see. And she goes, okay, I'm good. Like, no, you're not.
What do you mean you didn't think you were supposed to have it on? Couldn't you see us the whole time?
Yes, but I thought you guys could see me. But then, never mind. Yeah.
We're going to rag it.
Is that a blonde moment coming in? I live with him quite often. So, Drew, how are you doing?
I'm all right. By this time, I would like to say that I'm done with the desk, but since we're recording this pretty much the same time as we did last week's episode, I'm not done with the desk yet.
Well, here's the newsflash. I'm not done with the table either. In real time, it probably still won't be done.
Well, in real time, mine will be done. I'll put it that way. I've got to have this one done. So, any case, I'm doing good, and if you ask me in a week, even though I've already recorded this, I will be very fine because it will be out of my shop.
So, what's next?
Well, I've got to make another attachment for my crosscut sled. So it'll be my miter attachment. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
So then why the teaser of the shop cabinet?
Because that is coming up very, very soon. Like very soon. I've got money set aside for it already, but I'm still trying to line out a few things to see if I can get a little bit more sponsorship for it.
Nice.
You shouldn't tease it unless you're going to actually have it done.
No. The teasing is what keeps people on the edge of their seats.
Yeah.
Well, look, that's what you know what? Fine, I'm teasing a dining room table. That's why people keep coming to listen to the podcast. All right, probably not.
Don't be bitter. Don't be bitter.
It's okay, Bessie. It's okay.
Betsy.
Look, she gets called a different name. Don't. She should be all right.
Bessie and Betsy.
My drinking problem.
Yeah, you're just hearing things. So it's a lot of laughs. My stomach's hurting right now.
I know. My cheeks hurt from laughing and smiling.
All right, Drew. Well, I've been waiting for you to transition until I just realized that it was my turn to transition.
It is your turn to transition.
Okay, well, I would like to credit this to somebody. I'm not sure who you are, so if you actually sent me this question or topic idea, I thank you, because I can't find who sent it.
Because we're organized like that.
And I'm pretty sure it came out right around the time that we were talking to Diami about like the shop and being OCD and like, I don't really care how mine looks. And you're like, oh, mine's all the same. And so somebody posed the question of what's your favorite shop project and why? Now, it was pretty good. This would be a good fit for you, Drew, because that's like 90% of your stuff. And you claim to fame of like you love to do shop projects. And your stuff turns out freaking fantastic. So why don't you kick it off? Let us know what is your favorite shop project. Jig, cabinet, it doesn't matter. What has been your all-time favorite that you feel like you keep going to? The caveat is you can't name the table saw cabinet.
Oh, crap.
There is a caveat to that because I already know the answer. So you can't use that one. You have to do something different.
I will say that jig making is probably one of my favorite things to do because I really like the continued use over and over and over again, repeatability for jig making, and you really have to take your time with jigs because if you don't make them right, they won't perform right. So I do think that jigs is probably one of my favorite things. Now, I have made cabinets, and I love doing organization of shop. So the projects that require organization, I really like doing. And it seems like my organizational skills on my cabinetry have evolved. Like my table saw cabinet, I'm going to have to mention it because it's one of the first things I did. But it was all kind of standard storage with just drawers and accessible pull-out, side drawers. But as I did the back wall cabinetry, in making the countertop, even though I didn't make it that way on the back wall cabinetry, it gave me inspiration for my next project, which is that miter saw and radial arm saw cabinet, in ways to incorporate storage that most people don't even think of. And granted, the toe kick drawer, that's already been thought of, but not many people do it. So that's one reason why I incorporated it in my back wall cabinetry. But now the countertop, I want to incorporate the front fascia with torsion box inside the countertop, but also pull-out drawers with the front fascia attached to it. So they'll be kind of hidden, but still have storage inside the countertop itself.
So that's where you're going to keep your snacks.
That's really cool.
Yeah, all my Cheez-Its go in there.
So,
Cheez-It.
So when your daughter comes out, you're like, hide those.
Daddy, where's those M&Ms we had out here?
Yeah, you're like, shh, don't tell your mom. Come on. Get in trouble.
What's this M&Ms you speak of?
Yeah. Where did they come
Your
from?
toe kick drawer is awesome, by the way. I watched your shop tour and I loved it. So
yeah, it is a narrow drawer. Not a lot of stuff can go in it, but the things that you don't really access very much, those drawers are just perfect for it.
Yeah, it's great. Grace, you use a great use of your space and maximizing organization.
Oh, I have to because my shop is filling up fast with all this cabinetry. So I don't want to make any space in my cabinets that is not used.
Yes, which is great. That's awesome.
And it makes me sorry that I didn't put drawers in my torsion box countertop on the back wall cabinetry because that's wasted space to me now. Mm-hmm. And that's one thing I look for is wasted space in just about anything that I make now. How can I make that space function and still be pleasing to the eye?
That's awesome.
I watched that series so many times, Drew, that I just decided to go buy cabinets.
Was it too confusing or just too much work or what?
It's too much work. Let's be real. I don't need cabinets 4 years from now. I need them now.
Kind of like a dining room table 3 years from now.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I went and bought cabinets, but I am working on a retrofit for the cabinets because I just want to rip the cabinets doors off and throw them in the garbage. I hate doors, so I will take some of your ideas and incorporate it into the retrofit of the current carcasses. But and I am doing a torsion box top. Built myself a nice little desk on one end, and I be real. My wife just found out I was going to take the guest TV and put it in the shop, and she wasn't too happy about it. But it's going out there anyway. And she, why do you need a TV in the shop? The answer was so I could watch YouTube videos while I was out there. I wanted to tell her so I could get away from the kids. She wouldn't have liked that one. No, so I have a perfect place. Like how I got it set up is pretty similar to yours. I'm going to have a desk off to one side, and there's not going to be any upper cabinet there because I'm mounting the I think it's like a 20-inch or 19-inch TV right there that I'll be able to watch some Netflix or whatever out there. And I'm thinking I will be able to hook up my laptop to it too, so it'll be a perfect opportunity. So if I need to record the podcast out there one night or just get out and play around with the plans, I'll have that capability to do it in the shop. So the fact that I'm not going to build a whole carcasses and everything like you did, it just watching your series there has inspired some of the changes that will go into the renovation there. Hope that those carcasses stay together because they're like cheap particle board. But if they do their job for a few years, they paid for themselves. So.
Yeah, and that's one reason why I made the cabinets the way I did. I really over-engineered those cabinets, tongue and groove joinery on just about everything. And it was supposed to be, in the end, not only functional for me, but also a big selling point for when this house gets put on the market, when that may be. I don't know, it's going to be 13 years from now. But I know that those cabinets will still be hanging on that wall 13 years from now. So,
but you might be tempted to take them down and take them with you.
Yeah.
Right now I'm not. But the miter saw station that I will be making, it will be attached to the floor, but by God, it's not staying. I will take that with me. But those cabinets that are on that back wall, I intentionally made those to stay with the property, but also serve a purpose for me in the meantime. So.
Yeah, but when you start thinking about, I got to remake these, you're going to be like, maybe I'll just take them. I don't want to remake them.
Well, my shop may be completely different by then. Those are specifically made for that area.
Yeah, you might quit woodworking and go to quilting. Who knows? Yeah,
well, sewing. I've been looking at sewing really, really hard.
Yeah.
I thought about, just doing a cross stitch here and a loop knot there, and I don't even know what the hell that is, but
I was going to say, what is that?
I will confess, though, I did take home ec for 5 years in school.
I took it for
That's
1
awesome.
year. I took it for 1 year.
Quitter.
I still know how to cook. I don't remember how to. I sewed a pair of underwear. I don't remember how to do that. But
I made shorts and a t-shirt and a pillow.
I can sew. I could sew mean with a needle and thread though. But they taught us in boot camp, and I had to learn how to sew with just a needle and thread. Now my wife, she couldn't do that. Save the country. She can't iron. Good story. And she
He speaks so highly of her, doesn't he?
She takes pride in this, man, because she's full of memories. She makes them. We talk about it all the time. If she wasn't in my life would be boring, honestly. So she takes pride in the story. They were like, he does his own laundry. He irons his own stuff. She goes, because I was pretty smart when we were dating in high school. He asked me to iron a shirt, and I burned a hole through it. His favorite shirt. He never asked me to iron a thing again in his life, and we've been together 15 years. Like, well, that's pretty smart.
Oh. Yeah, that's a good trick. I'm gonna use that.
Yeah.
You pretend to be dumb so you don't have to do anything else.
Yeah. So.
Oops, I burned it.
Yeah.
That's why men walk around going, "Where's your mother?"
So I learned how to do all that, and I don't ask her to do any of it. I'll go iron my shirt, and she button falls off. I get out the needle and thread. I do the home ec daddy here, fixing stuff. I'm sitting.
I like
there
how
in the
this
kitchen.
conversation evolved.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. To this, I know. That's funny.
Well, then let's get it back on track. Sam, what is your favorite shop project?
So my shop is actually my grandpa's, who is still teaching me because I have so much more to learn. I've only been doing it for about 2 years. So he has every jig imaginable. It's insane. He has thought of everything, and he loved your video with the toe kick drawer. He was like, that is amazing. So I'm sure we'll have to be building something. I need something that can move with us, because our screws and nails are on one side, and sometimes when I run out, then I have to run back. So it would be nice to make a moving station, I guess, that would house some screws, nails, really anything in there. But we did just make this awesome table because we needed to spray my latest build that just got delivered to North Carolina. You guys can see it on my Instagram page. It's a big maple table with a bench, and it's two-tone. The top is a different color from the bottom, and we needed to spray the legs and not have to move them. We wanted them to stay. So we made this big contraption with these rolling. Yep, there you go. There's my table.
Somebody finished a table.
Yes, I did.
We won't say who. That's just rubbing your nose in it, Jeremy.
So
but continue.
Yeah, we built this awesome. I actually have a picture of it, I think, but we built this awesome rolling jig that you can turn your legs on it. You can rest your stretchers on it. I mean, everything, and it all comes apart and can be housed where we keep our bigger jigs. So I mean, it was great. It was so fun to build. But yeah, so that's what I'll be working on, trying to a moving station, I guess, that I can keep a lot of stuff in, and then can also push it to the side when I don't need it.
So what size is the shop that you work in? How big would you say it is, comparable to something? Is it comparable to a 2-car garage? Is it bigger, smaller?
Bigger. So I would say I'm very spoiled. Let's just say that I would say it's 2,000 square feet. It's pretty big.
Oh my God.
It's a big basement. And the whole basement is the shop. So
it's
the size it's the size of my house.
That's bigger than Mark Spagnolo's dream shop.
I mean, I am definitely super spoiled because he has thought of everything. But it's great to work with him, and he just has taught me a lot over the last 2 years, but he has it all planned out. He has a big vacuum system, and on the back wall we have all of our baby food jars with every tiny little screw. He has saved everything. Let's just put it that way. And then from there we have the drill press, which is right in front of that. And then we have the bandsaw, radio arm saw, and then you work up to our big table saw, and then I guess our workstation. And then on the other side, it's more of storage and all of our wood. So you can see in some of my pictures and videos on Instagram. Maybe I'll do a shop tour for y'all.
You need to do a shop tour.
Yeah, you do. With a shop that big, you could make yourself one of those ultimate table saw cabinets. I know the guy that makes one of those. You can buy a plan.
I know a guy too. So yeah.
So why the need? Why what?
I said, so you're gonna make me one?
Let's not get carried away here.
Oh, okay.
So Sam, why the need for so many roll around things if you have a shop that big?
I guess I don't know. I don't know.
You don't have to walk that far to get your stuff.
It would be nice not to walk that far, but it would be nice because we often do a lot of builds on one side, and not that it's the walking that's an issue, but sometimes we have tables up on our table saw to make it larger, and to have to cut through there, it's tight. And then same on the other side, we have a planer. We have 2 planers, but one is on a table that we have to roll.
2 planers.
I don't. My grandpa does. But we have to roll it out, and then it also blocks the other side. So it would be nice to have one on the opposite side where we really put together our bigger pieces so that if we are blocked off, then I have some over there and then also over on the other side. So
anything that like shop helpers is
yeah,
pretty much what strikes your fancy as far as shop projects go. Is anything that can help you be more efficient in the shop?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like so you have a lot going on in your shop, and that makes sense. To have to crawl around things or over things just to get to, I need 2 more screws to.
Yeah.
Okay,
and when it's in full blown woodworking, there are paths can get blocked, but for the most part, everything is pushed back. So I guess the roll around station wouldn't be as helpful when the shop isn't in, I guess, full motion of having everything out and the table on the table saw. So I don't know what my next shop project would be. I would like to get my own shop and start working and building my own shop, but it's been a great experience to be able to do it with my grandpa. So he probably will hate hear me say I'm not getting my own shop anytime soon, but
he's like, really? You're not moving out yet?
I know, like, don't you want to start your own shop? But when I get my own shop, it will be small, like really tiny. So
would you like start in like a garage?
Yes. Yeah. So I've just been really grateful that he has helped me and taught me and has given me access to all of his tools and jigs and really everything. So there's a Sam Ryan Designs shelving system. And then there's a grandpa shelving system. It's so funny. And everything is marked SRD.
Got a label. Got to keep it.
Yes, and I do have some of my own tools: drill, nail gun. I'm getting ready to get a miter saw, and the Ryobi. I want to get the router. So, but for the most part, he lends me his tools. So, yes,
very nice.
He lends you. He lends me. I don't really ask. I just take. He lends me.
And actually, my grandma quilts, so I could go upstairs and sew too, right? I could sew and quilt.
You could make furniture and then upholster it.
No way. No.
Boy, her attitude changed real quick.
I've had a lot of people ask me that, but no. I've recovered chairs. But that's as far, like the seat, but that's as far as my upholstery goes.
The seat's got to be square. No curves.
No curves. Yep. Perfect. So that's about it.
Very cool. So what about you, Jeremy?
Mine is, and I told you guys earlier, I've only used it one time a couple of years ago, but it's something that I guess shop projects should give you some kind of satisfaction, right? So mine is going to be the Cove cutting jig for the table saw. Used it one time on a project, and I can't even explain it, man. Just sliding the wood across the blade. That going across a table saw blade at an angle when most things should only go across the table saw blade in one direction and not at an angle across it. Nibbling away at the wood and making coves is so satisfying. And I used it on, let's see, what did I make it out of? Mahogany. So the project I was working on was made out of mahogany, and it brought out a different grain pattern, if that makes sense. The wood just had a different appearance when it was finished than when it would have if I would have just cut it straight down, parallel to the blade. You know, I've used it one time. I haven't really had a need or I guess maybe a desire to use it for any other project. but when I go to think about, shop projects and things that I've built to help me do things in the shop, that one probably brings me the most satisfaction. It's nothing. It took me several hours to do 4 sides of the little memory box I made, but it was just something satisfying about sliding that piece of wood angled over the shop or over the table saw blade. I don't know. I can't tell you when I would use it again, but I can tell you the jig's made and it's ready to be used. I don't know.
For those,
I don't think I did a video on that at all. I think I posted. You know what? I'm pretty sure I didn't because I was in such a hurry to get that project done. I had a 2-day turnaround time that I'm pretty sure I posted on like some Instagram and stuff. In fact, I'm pretty sure I did post on Instagram and it had like a huge hit. Well, yes. Besides the fact I cut my finger off, okay, or pretty much did.
I didn't say it.
Okay, the people that are watching the video could clearly see it. But no, I didn't make it. And now that I say that, I might actually go back and make a quick little video on it. I probably won't make a video on how to make the jig because I made it off of somebody else's design or video. I would have to go back and kind of do my research to figure out where I made it off of. But probably I'll probably do a short video on actually how to make coves on the table saw with the jig because it's pretty cool. But it takes time, it takes patience because you can only raise that blade just a little bit. Because if you raise it up too far, it's gonna grab and you're gonna get that kickback. But it's
only like a 32nd of an inch is really all you can take.
Yeah, and if you're trying to go, I think the pieces I was going for there, I want to say right at 4/4 thick, and I was going for a pretty deep cove because I wanted it to be very substantial. So it took me probably a good solid hour and a half of cutting the sides for it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And now I say that, I will probably do a video on that. I'm trying to get some quicker videos kind of lined up so I can post those. So when I do want to sit down and do a bigger project, I still have some shorter videos I can put out while I'm building bigger projects. So
yeah, it kind of helps buy you a little time, like my dado video that I just made.
Yeah.
Just kind of helps out a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. So, well, this was a good topic, and I kind of threw you for a curveball, Drew, because I knew you would say your table saw cabinet because we've talked about it before, and you use it every time you're in the shop, but you got to step back and say at some point, so like, all right, what else gives me that satisfaction? So.
Yeah, like I said, it's not necessarily the project to me anymore. It's about that, like you said, the satisfaction when you're done, but how I am able to use the project when I'm done is really what makes me happy.
Yeah,
that's a good point for when I start my own shop, because like organization and space is such an important, especially when your shop is smaller. You need to maximize your space so that you have a bigger area to build and put together everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I really like your shop. I need to come and have a tour of your shop because I want to see all of your drawers. I love the organization. Like
they're probably not organized.
No, they're getting there. They weren't for the longest time though. I'd have trouble finding stuff. My table saw cabinet especially wasn't the most organized except for where the saw blade storage. Everything else was kind of thrown in there.
Very cool.
But yeah, the more storage that I build, the more organized that it gets. Like the top drawer of my assembly table is probably right now my most favorite drawer because it is the most organized. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's fun. If you can get the satisfaction and take your time and whenever you build stuff, just take into account everything that you could possibly do with that particular piece of shop furniture or jig or whatever. Just try to incorporate as much as you possibly can with the options that you can give yourself to make your life and your shop that much better and more efficient. Then you're golden.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, totally.
All right. Well, that was a good topic. I am happy. And like Jeremy said, whoever offered this topic up, please make yourself known to us. Just drop us an email and let us know. So as and also too, if you have any kickback on your favorite shop project and why, be sure and drop us a line. We'd love to share that with everybody. So Sam, for the people that want to get in contact with you before we sign off, how would they go about doing that?
You guys can contact me on Instagram at samrine_designs. I also have a website, Samrine Designs. There is a contact button. You can press it and send me a message. And you can also email me at samrinedesigns@gmail.com. And I'll respond back to y'all.
It almost sounds like you were making that email up.
I know. I just really got tongue
like Gmail, Yahoo.
This is my spam account, so if you send it to me, I really won't respond.
I really will. It's a real email.
That's like the loser line. There's a radio station that does a loser line, and it's for people to give this fake phone number to people, and they will play their voice message from the loser line on air. That's kind of reminded me of that.
That's exactly what it sounds like.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if you guys want to get in contact with Jeremy and myself individually, you can go to our respected websites, countrysideworkshop.com and rhwoodshop.com, visit the contact section and fill it out. If you have a question or kickback that you want to leave, be sure and hit up the podcast as well, because those answers are generally brought over to the show to get a different perspective from the guest host that we usually have on. If you guys want to leave us any kickback, you can email us at kickback@woodshop101podcast.com. And you can also call and leave a voicemail. And we like to feature these on air. We'll play your question or kickback, and we will give an answer or just our own 2 cents about whatever you left on air. You can call that number at 409-234-3959. And there won't be any knife sets given with this. So, yeah, just it's $19.99 all the way. 99 cents a minute. Yeah, all text messaging rates apply. So yeah, we've enjoyed having Sam on for the past 2 episodes. It has been a blast getting to know you. It's very reminiscent of having Sam Raimondi on with us too, because your personalities are very similar as far as how you can banter with us back and forth. So having you on has been a great time.
And calling me out pretty quickly for the table.
So much fun. Yes.
Yeah, it didn't take her long, did it?
No. And my bet is still September, October. But I have faith you can finish it by Sunday. Maybe.
I hope. We'll see.
Well, Jeremy and I want to give you props too, Sam, because the projects that you put out on your Instagram feed are just gorgeous. That table that you just recently finished was absolutely remarkable. So you should be proud of the skills that you are acquiring right now, and kudos to your grandfather for teaching you everything that he knows.
Yes, thank you. Thanks, guys.
All right. Well, that pretty much wraps it up. So from Jeremy, Sam, and myself, we want to wish you guys well. Please be safe in your shops. We will talk to you on the next podcast in 1 more week. So 1, 2, 3.
Boom. Boom.